Welcome to Healthy Skeptics. We're a sarcastic mom-daughter duo taking on life, wellness, and all the trends that make us roll our eyes. I'm Dr. Michelle, the functional medicine practitioner who's been around long enough to spot the BS, and this is Kate, my slightly rebellious but highly skeptical co-host.
We're here to question everything because, let's be real, most things aren't as deep or as life-changing as people claim. Expect blunt conversations, a little sass, and a lot of, did they just really say that? Moments. Grab a drink, get comfy, and let's talk about the things no one else will say out loud. Hi. Okay, welcome back to the podcast. So today we just want to talk about the real reason you're tired and stuck and spiraling and all the things are happening and nothing seems to be getting better. So we have the real reason. So we're going to share it with you today. And honestly, I guess I can start out with just kind of asking the questions to those of you that are listening. But it's like, one, are you really tired of doing the same things and feeling like your body isn't cooperating? Meaning you're eating quote unquote clean and you're working out and you're taking the supplements or you're doing the things and it's like your body's still not catching on to the fact that you actually care about your health. And the second question I would have is, are you spending a lot of money on supplements and tests or some of these more trendy programs or products that are out there right now and still feel bloated, anxious, exhausted, disconnected, hormones all over the place? So honestly, today,
I would actually add fat, tired.
Well, I think I said tired. I guess I said bloated, but maybe that's the nicer way of saying whatever. Yeah. But I guess this episode,
sugarcoating.
Yeah. The episode today was really about really for, you, if you're kind of holding it all together, but you feel like you're quietly spiraling in the background. And maybe you're even current, because we hear this a lot too. It's just not the right time. I can't focus on things right now. I'm going to just put it off until a less busy season. And I want to tell you that is never, it's never going to come. It's never going to come, especially if you are, an adult and have job and kids and life and friends and relationships and things you have to, that busy season never slows down and there's never a better time to focus on yourself. What I will say is that there are programs that fail to meet you where you are in your busyness, in your season of life, in the chaos, because they require this overhaul, which I don't think is sustainable and plausible then. And it does end up being well, I'm just going to wait for the better time to do this thing. And that's not what we want. And it's why we do the work that we do in Restore 30, because it actually is designed for you in the messiness, in the chaos, and you can start right now, because I want to talk about the cost of actually waiting for this quote unquote better time, because there is one, and there's a big one, especially if you're still feeling these or the beginnings of these symptoms: bloated, tired, exhausted, you don't feel like yourself. That's kind of the beginning of the end, if you will. So it's important that we have the conversation. So I think anything you want to add, I can pause when you talk.
Can you pause? Can you breathe? Can you take a breath?
Am I making sense, right?
Yeah, no, you're totally making sense. And I can attest to, if you look at the two of us, there's 30 years between us. And if you're in your 30s and you're thinking that there's a better time, no, I'm in my 60s and it never happens. And she's not wrong. I mean, the better time never happens. It just has to be, this is the time. And you prioritize that time and you jump in and you just get it done. That said, the program that has been created for you is not I got to drop everything and focus so hard and do all this work and make the lists and all the things and throw away everything and start all over. No. not even close. So, so I do think that, it's a good conversation to have, that there's a way to be able to prioritize your health without having to stop everything and
losing your freedom.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And really, like, what we see typically in our practice is most women wait until they hit the wall.
Yeah.
Like, they're burnt out. Now like, now we're going from, I feel fat, bloated, and tired, to my hair is literally falling out. I haven't had a period in months, or I've had multiple periods in a month. I hate everything and everyone. I'm so anxious, I can't walk out my front door. Like, and I'm having panic attacks. And I'm also like, can't eat anything, right? Like, that's where we get women. And that's like what women do. We wait until now that's happened. So by the time those symptoms show up, like, it's because they're loud enough to actually stop you. And let me tell you, when you get to that point, it is a long road back.
Well,
Okay?
I don't know.
It's not that it's not possible. It's absolutely possible, but it's a much longer road. And right now, where you're at right now, it's what you're calling fine, or just like, I'm getting older, or I can just ignore it for now until a better time. It's those symptoms, the smaller ones of the bloating and not really sleeping well and the whatever, like, that is already your body compensating and adapting to stress. And that's coming at a huge cost. It really is. Because when women ignore the signs, it's honestly because they've been told that it's normal by doctors and whatever, or it's just aging, or it's just being a mom, or it's just all these things, or it's not bad enough. And we're like, until it's bad enough, we don't respect ourselves enough to take action. And the longer you stay in survival mode, which that's what it is, right? The stress response, the longer you stay there, the harder it is for your body to shift into a relaxed state, or a state where it can now do and function optimally, where your metabolism actually works. And your body pretty much learns to live in that stress. And that should scare you. Like, I'm sorry, but like, it should, because your body can quite literally, if we're talking about it from like I don't know, like a metaphorical, like, your body can quite literally forget how to rest. Okay. And it's not because you're broken or unmotivated or lazy, but your body has adapted to think that the stress that you're living under is normal. And so when I say stress, those symptoms of the bloating, irritability, fatigue, feeling fat, puffy, and whatever, those are signs your body is in a survival state. So all of a sudden now the body is rerouting energy away from things like your digestion causing the bloat, your fertility, so your cycles are crazy, your hormones, your moods are all over the place, right? Just to get you through the day. And over time your body just forgets what rest feels like, and how to fully digest, and how to ovulate, and how to sleep deeply. And survival mode now becomes your baseline. And from there, things get worse.
Yeah, and that living under that is where you end up with chronic diseases, things like cancer,
autoimmune,
Parkinson's. I mean, all, like, there's just so many things, all the neurodegenerative, like, hello, all the neurodegenerative diseases.
That's stuff we don't want to think about, but also like losing your hair.
Yep.
How about that? Like, that's a big one. Like, that starts to happen,
And to be fair, that happens because you have no energy to grow it. Like that's why your body's going, well, we don't need that.
We need to survive. This is our baseline. I'm going to take that energy that it takes to grow your hair and your nails and keep your skin looking great and, keep you at a healthy weight. And I'm going to use that for my new baseline. And the survival mode becomes that. And to a further degree, if that's your baseline, Now let's think about all the nourishing things that actually help your body. Those feel really overwhelming and like a threat. So now your body's, if you slow down or you start eating enough, or you like want to cook nourishing foods, or you want to say no to things, all of a sudden that causes so much anxiety. We feel very overwhelmed. We feel almost frozen and unable to act in a way that we know will support ourselves because it's not the norm.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's like because your body has basically rewired itself to operate the way you're operating. It's kind of a joke in our family. I've never been able to sit still. And I used to that's just me. I just need to go, go, go and keep busy and all the things. And I literally could not sit still, couldn't sit through a movie, nothing. And so now that I've refocused on, being able to get out of the mode that I've been in for 60 plus years, and doing Restore 30 and reminding myself of all the things that I know, but it just weren't doing. I joke, but it's like, I can sit still. I'm actually up to 13 minutes. We were saying 9, but I literally time myself every once in a while. It's like, wow, I've been sitting here for a long time and just listening to the birds and relaxing and breathing in fresh air. And then realizing, oh my gosh, it's been like 13 minutes. Now I got to go do something. Ha ha. But it does take a lot of time. And I wouldn't say so much effort as it is just focus. Like it's just knowing that you've got to do something different to get a different response. So Kate says that to me all the time. So it's like so that's kind of where we're at. And what we want to talk about is why this, like Kate said, why this program was developed, why we do these things.
It works different.
It works. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And it's not, and what we're basically getting to, the point of this is like, if you're experiencing these things and this is now your pattern and your baseline, and maybe it's been years and now things are progressively getting worse to the point where you're like, now I care, which is normal. I mean, I get it. Like that is what we see. And I don't know what it is about women where, until it's so loud that we can't literally focus on anything else, but we stop to actually think about ourselves. But this program, it works differently from the standpoint of like, it's not a detox. It's not a set of rules, if you will, but it walks you through the actual order of healing. So rest, eat, move in that order. We teach the body how to feel safe and nourished again. So that's how it works. It is a reset. It is a rewiring of a system that has been in survival. So like you said, it's designed as like coaching style support. It's, reflection. It's small daily shifts. It's small, consistent, tiny things that are able to meet you where you're at in the chaos and the messiness. But the things that we focus on in the program are designed to rewire that survival response so that you don't get to the point. Because like we said, if the symptoms are soft right now and we're ignoring fatigue, we're ignoring some bloating and discomfort when we eat, that we are not far away from burnout, from hair falling out, from chronic illnesses, from autoimmune, right? We are not far from that, because your body is going to be starved for energy that it needs to function. And we're not, and the other thing is like, we're not chasing this perfect health that I think in the health and wellness world, there's people portraying this like perfect body and perfect health and perfect whatever. That's not what we're doing. We're not chasing perfection. We're giving permission to tell the body to stop compensating. Okay. We're giving your body permission to rest and do what it's designed to do. And that's kind of the important difference. And if you're sitting there like, I'm interested in this, but like, I'm just going to wait till after summer. I'm just gonna wait. I'll wait till the kids are back in school. I'm gonna wait. I'll get to it later. I promise. Like, it sounds great. It's exactly what I need. But when things calm down and stress passes and I have more time, again, that's not gonna come because kids are gonna be.
Yeah, because let's just talk for a minute about what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. The kids went back to school. Yay, you get about 2 or 3 days of just bliss. And then, oh, now I'm involved. Now I'm room mom, or now I'm on the field trip, or now we're in all of
Now we
the
have activities.
sport and everything that's going to happen. And oops, oh my gosh, now all of a sudden it's the end of October. Holidays are coming up. Oh, I can't do it yet because now I got to get through the holidays. We've got Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas and everything.
Yeah.
And then, oh, you know what? I'll wait. First of the year, I am going to attack this. It's going to be awesome.
But also, I feel like Restore 30 was designed. It's actually designed and built for the season of chaos. It wasn't designed for the woman that has all the time. So if you're the woman who has all the time and wants to like devote her whole life to health, you'd actually be pretty like turned off by this program. I'm not gonna lie. It's not designed for them.
Well, listen to another podcast. I got a few podcasts I can send you to.
But that's the thing. So when I think about it too, I'm like, I didn't design it for that person.
No.
So it's not made for that. It doesn't work for them.
No.
It works for the busyness.
It does.
So
and it absolutely does, because it's just like you say, I think we have lost, it really was something at one time, but we have lost the trust in small change and consistency.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have, especially in today's busy, we don't have the time to be consistent with long periods of time. We just don't. Things will come up all day long, work and everything else. And it's so this is really just, literally 10 to 20 minutes a day. That's it. Everybody has that. Shoot, you could actually listen to this while you're showering or going to the bathroom. I don't care. You can listen to the coaching and then do the thing and combine it. But it's just these small, tiny things that just continually add upon each other, that it's amazing how different your body responds to daily life when you're doing those small consistent things.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And it's
crazy.
And basically, the longer you wait, like you said at the beginning, it's like the longer you wait, the more dysregulation and depletion becomes your normal, becomes your baseline. And if that's your baseline, you're not far off from your body losing the ability, not losing the ability, but like your just won't have the energy. And when I say energy, like I'm talking like actual energy, minerals, nutrients, building blocks for your body to work, for your liver to detoxify, for your hormones to get produced, for your hair to grow, for your digestion to, break down your food. Like you don't have that, to be able to sleep, to be able to restore your cells, your DNA. The longer you stay in dysregulation, the longer that and the more normal that becomes, the body is now going to be, like we said, like wired to want that. Yeah. And everything else starts to feel unsafe. It doesn't feel good. It becomes really challenging. Like you said, we had to end up spending a lot of time and focused energy to rewire. And I also want to say, like, if that's where you're at, like, again, this is still for you. Your body needs the reset. It's now going to take a little bit more mental focus to do it. And I will tell you, it's harder only because you're working against a nervous system now that's going to believe that it's unsafe doing these things. So it becomes more not even harder. It's not harder. The word is uncomfortable. Becomes more uncomfortable, still just as freaking necessary, because now even more than ever, we got to rewire that system, and it's still very possible, but your comfort level is definitely you're going to be pushed further. Right. And that's kind of the cost.
No, I'm just gonna say that, it's not,
Another one. I have one more too. Sorry. Go ahead.
sorry. No, I was just gonna say but that reset honestly doesn't take that, it doesn't take this years and years. You will start to feel the reset once you push through, you know, a week or two of uncomfortable, you're gonna really start to feel it. And quite frankly, by the end of 30 days, it's going to be a part of your day that you're going to feel the reverse. I didn't get my whatever it is. Now your body is getting rewired to feel safe and do the things so the uncomfortable shifts.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
shifts.
Yeah. And your body is, no matter if you've been in years of stress, your body is capable of rewiring. It is. But again,
I got 30 years and it works. It works for me. So it's like, it works.
Yeah. Yeah. And the point is like, it was designed for this moment, not when things are perfect, not when you're ready for, whatever. It was designed. And one other thing, I think there is an actual, monetary cost to what's happening in the health and wellness system, whatever, where we're spending so much money. Yeah, we're spending so much money on testing, supplements, products, all of these things in order to, and it's a distraction from doing the real work, because again, rewiring your nervous system is freaking uncomfortable. We don't want to do it. We want to go la 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 la, just give me the pill. Give me the supplement that's going to rebalance my hormones, but it will never, ever, ever work, because that's not how the body works. You have to do the nervous system work for anything you have to teach your body to rest. You have to tell it it's safe in order for anything else to work. So now you're just throwing money in the trash.
Yeah.
On all these tests and all these supplements and all the things. Your body's not safe enough to use any of them appropriately. And all the testing is going to tell you is that your body's whacked out and stressed. So like, okay, there is a real cost
on you, because I just gave testing and I'm going to sell you a bunch of supplements that is going to help.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. So anyway, it's just an important conversation we wanted to have, because I think I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing women feel like they're failing, and I'm tired of seeing the burnout, and I'm tired of the industry, and I'm tired of so many things. And I'm like, I did design this program exactly for this. And like, we need, like, there is no right time. And I do not want to see you hit that wall. I no longer want to see the woman that virtually walks into our office completely burnt out, unable to function in her life, have a relationship with her husband, get out of bed. Like my heart cannot break anymore. So it's like, that's why this exists. And I think there's a real cost to waiting, and we see it every day. So just wanted to get out there today and talk about that, I think. So I hope you feel encouraged a little bit, but also that there's a plan for you. If you're sitting here like, yeah, I am feeling all of those things, regardless if it's been months or years, there's a plan for you. It's built, it works in an order, it works in the messiness, and we got you in a way. So anywho, that was it. That's all we got today.
Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Bye.